guys, and welcome back. Here we are with the Comintern turn in July of 1943. Starting off with tech. We're doing armor, bombers, rockets, and improved construction. Looks like we got one that is rockets. Boom. Okay. Next up, we'll go to purchases. It's not a very exciting buy. Well, it could be, depending on what you think. CCP for 14 is going to do 4 militia and 2 infantry. For the Soviets here, I've got 8 advanced mechs for 32, International Brigade, 2 Katyushas for 10, and then over here we've got 3 cavalry, 2 airborne, and an air transport for 23, bringing us to our total of 61. I've been trying to buy these 2 rails forever, and I just can't fit it into the budget. So I'm just going to leave them there and be mad at myself. We're not getting those rails. Okay, moving on to combats. In the east, we're making some money moves, or we're going to try. We'll see how the luck turns out. We're going to raid this line. Yeah, we're going to raid that line. And I just made a spur of the moment decision. Which is technically a combat move, so these ships are going to move, and we're going to come out here and blockade this German sea zone with the Russian fleet. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we can go through the Danish Straits as long as Denmark is neutral. I think, unless it's like Turkey, I can't exactly remember, but we're going to come out here and blockade this sea zone. Stop any seabound lend-lease from coming in, which I don't think is likely anyway with that British fleet out there, but I've got nothing better to do. We're going to raid this line with our subs. Coming up here. The Third Army will be reformed for like the 4th time. We're gonna come in here and just do a little probing attack into Lubelski. He's got some expensive tanks sitting there, so we're gonna try to pick some off. Not exactly a winning fight, but it's okay. So we've got 1 infantry from southern Belorussia, 2 advanced mechs from Smolensk, and 3 advanced mechs from Kursk going into that fight against 4 tanks and a Panzer Grenadier. So it'll be a pretty even fight. That one's about probably a coin flip. Down here, we've got 2 attacks, which are hopefully going to be pretty devastating. We've got 2 infantry from western Ukraine walking into southern Ukraine down there. So we're going to move the 6th Army down here. That's going into southern Ukraine. So we've got 2 infantry, 2 Katyushas from Kiev are going to go in there and boost those infantry. 1 advanced mech from Kiev is going to go into that fight. And we've got 1 anti-aircraft gun from Kiev walking in there to die honorably. And then, gotta scoot back for this. We've got the Cossacks from North Caucasia. They can go 1, 2, 3 also into that fight. And nobody has to cross a river or anything. So that's good. And that'll be against 2 Panzer Grenadiers and 2 armor. Okay, we're going to go after Romania. So these last 2 advanced mechs from Kiev are going to go through western Ukraine into Romania. 3 advanced mechs, 1, 2, 3 motorized infantry, a cavalry, and then from over here we've got 2 fighters, 1, 2, 3. They will have 2 moves left. Where'd they go? We'll mark that. And then we're going to bring this air transport and airborne into that fight as well. The air transport will have 4 moves left after. Okay, and he's going to have the opportunity to scramble these fighters into this fight if he wants. I didn't ask him because I probably know what the answer is going to be. If he does scramble into this fight with those fighters, then Romania will die. His fighters will have nowhere to land, and then so they'll also die. So it's pretty obvious that I think he'd leave them in that Romania fight. Down here, we're going to walk one guy into Maharashtra. This one is going to be electric. So we're going to walk 1 infantry into Kobdo, and then we're just going to have an all-out militia charge into Novosibirsk. Because we're going to have that city surrounded, so it's going to be 5 1s against 1 1. I hope I win that fight. Down here, since the Japanese have abandoned Korea to some militia, I don't blame them, but we're going to go in and try to snipe it while it's a little bit under defended. We're going to bring in this fighter. Leave the militia behind because obviously they can't come. And then what we had in Vladivostok was a light armor and 5 infantry, and then this fighter. This motorized from Rihi is going to join the fight. And that'll be it. So we've got 6 1s, a 2 and a 6, or a 3 and a 6 versus 4 militia. Okay, moving on to China. We're going to walk into Tibet, and then we're going to do a probing attack into Shantung. We've got 6 infantry and attack bomber against 8 cavalry. So, pretty even fight, but it's going to be a bloodbath, and we're going to love it. Okay, one last combat. Yeah, we got a lot to do this turn. We're going to bring our sub 1, 2 into here, and we're going to raid that line as well. Alrighty. What are we going to do first? Let's do Romania first, I guess. That's kind of fun. And I've already got them all just sitting right here in the middle of nowhere. Golly. Okay. So this guy's sitting in northern Kazakhstan. We've got airborne, air transport, 2 fighters, 5 advanced mechs, 3 motorized, and a cavalry. These motorized and the cavalry have been with me since the beginning of the game. I'm going to be sad to see them all die, but at least they're going to go honorably, I hope, if we win this fight. He's got attack bomber, medium bomber, 2 fighters, 2 mountain infantry, and a militia. Yeah, he's only got 1 militia in there. We corrected it. You can only place 1 militia outside of originally owned territories, so he could have only put 1 there. So he just has the 1. All right, let's do it. We've got no first strikes in this fight. Do have to worry about some target select from that pesky attack bomber. Okay. Starting off, we have 3 1s with our motorized infantry. There's one hit. 2 2s from a cavalry and an airborne. There's another hit. Excuse me 1 second, I'm getting a text from... Got to reply to him. I apologize. I've got a friend coming over and he was asking if it was okay, so I had to reply. There's 2 hits. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 3 from our advanced mechs. 2 more hits. And then here's the big one. We've got 2 fighters at 6. 1 hit. Okay, so I've got 1 target select, or 1 air superiority and 4 regular hits. So I imagine he'll take the air superiority on the medium bomber. It's his worst defending plane. And it was going to die anyway because I got 4 other hits. So we'll take militia, 2 mountains, and probably the attack bomber has target select. I'm not sure what he'd do. I mean, this is tough even for me to decide. You know, do you want the 6 or do you want the 5 with target select? I'm leaning towards the 5 with target select, so sorry, Dylan, I'm going to take one of your fighters because it still gets to respond with the air superiority, and then after that, it's just a 6, and the attack bomber gets target select, so he could potentially take out one of my mechs. So let's do it like that. He'll have 2 units left for next turn. So he's in return, he's going to have a 2 for his militia. That's a 7. He's going to have a 4 from the medium bomber. That's a 10. He's going to have 2 5s from the mountain infantry and then a target select 5 for the attack bomber. Ooh, barely missed on the attack bomber. That's a 4 and a 4. So 2 hits there, 2 normal hits. And then we've got the 2 fighters with air superiority. Oh, thank God. Whew. Okay, so 2 hits against me. I'm going to take the airborne. And let's take the cav because he defends terribly. Okay. So let's keep going. We've got 3 1s for the motorized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3s for the mechs. And there's 2 hits that should finish him off. We'll roll the 2 fighters. Wow, they both miss. So if I made a mistake, I guess we'll have to do another round later on. So he'll get a fighter at a 6. That hits. I'll take a motorized. And moment of truth, if this attack bomber misses with a 6, I'm going to go ahead and give it to him. So we'll do the attack bomber. And he hit a 5. So no harm, no foul there. It would have been just a plain old hit no matter what I chose. So we'll take another motorized. And that will conclude that battle. So I'll take the territory with a motorized and 5 advanced mechs. And I'm going to leave this here so I don't forget to update it. And we've got 2 fighters with 2 moves left and a air transport with 4 moves left. Awesome. Wow, that went better than I could have hoped. This really has been it. Holy cow, I can't even... Like, my guys down here rolled like crap, and then he rolled like crap in Romania. Like, this has been unbelievably attack heavy in all aspects. Okay, I guess let's do this one. We've got the Russian 6th Army against 2 medium armor and 2 Panzer Grenadiers. Bloop. Okay. So I'm going to have 2 Katyushas rolling first strike at a 5. 2 hits. Woof. Okay. And then I'll have 1, 2, 3 threes for the 2 boosted infantry and the cavalry. And there's 1 more hit. We'll take the tank. And we've got an advanced mech at a 4. Okay, so he'll have 2 at a 5 for that tank, or the 2 tanks, and he gets 1 hit. We'll take the anti-aircraft gun. That's what we brought him for. Sorry, guy. And then going again, we're going to do the 2 Katyushas at 5. And there's our final hit. We'll roll 3 threes. Ooh, missed. And a 4. Ooh, missed again. But we got him. So we'll roll his last 5, and he will hit again. We're going to take the Cossacks. Sorry, guys. And then this territory will be Russian once again, with 2 Katyushas, 2 infantry, and an advanced mech. All right, what's next? We can do this one. This will go back to the FEC, and then my guy's going to get immediately teleported back into southern Iran. Okay. Next up, we can do this one. We've got 5 advanced mechs. Five advanced mechs and an infantry against 4 medium armor and a Panzer Grenadier. Let's see. Boop. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advanced mechs and an infantry. No terrain, so we'll go 5 at 5 and a 2. Or 5 at 4 and a 2, I'm sorry. That looks like only 1 hit. That's pretty terrible. We'll remove the Panzer Grenadier, and then he will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 5 in response. That's where the 5/5 came from. Oof, that's 3 hits. Okay. So we'll take 2 mechs and an infantry. So now we've got 3 advanced mechs against 4 tanks. That's tough. Let's keep going. Let's go 1 more round. I need to kill those tanks. Okay, so we've got 3 advanced mechs at 4. I see 1 hit there, and he will have 4 at 5. 1, 2, 3 hits. Jesus. Okay. Well, Lubelski has just been a bad zone for me, so he's going to have 3 tanks left, and my entire army got wiped out. My northern flank is crumbling. Yeah, I was hoping to get rid of those tanks so he couldn't really counterattack into Romania, but what can you do? All right, so he will have 3 tanks left in Lubelski. And the third army is destroyed once again. All right, last fight on this the western front, eastern front, however you want to look at it, is going to be some raiding. So we'll do the first fleet sub. There's 2. Did he get radar? No. Okay, so there's 2 damage. We'll do the second fleet sub. There's a miss, and we'll do the coastal. And there's a tie, so we'll only get 2 damage off of him this turn. You know, this is the turn that I was going to raid with all those surfer ships, and decided against it at the last second. So that's kind of not cool. Let's go ahead and do the Japanese raid while we're doing this. We just got one fleet sub, and that is a miss. Okay. Next up, we've got this little dude. It's just so goofy. This anti-aircraft gun is sitting in Western Kazakhstan. He's not going in there. So we've got 5 ones versus a 1 with that city surrounded. All right. Look at that. 3 hits. Jeez. Okay. I guess I should have done this first. Now we've got the city surrounded. All right. Novosibirsk will go back to the Russians. I'm going to leave this here to update the incomes. Next up, looks like we've got Korea. This turn is quickly becoming a mess. I've got just units sitting all over the place. Okay, so we've got the Russian 4th Army against 4 Japanese militia. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. 4, 5, 6 ones. A 3 and a 6. Okay. So we got a bunch of 1s. We've got a 3. And we've got a 6. Whoops. Not the torpedo boat destroyer, that's on escort duty. Okay. Ooh, it's already been 20 minutes. Goodness gracious. All right, let's roll these guys. 1 hit. Okay. The Japanese will return with 4 militia. 1, 2 hits. God, I just cannot break through these freaking militia. I'll take 2 international brigades. Sorry, guys. And he will lose an infantry or a militia. Yeah, those militia have just been tearing me to shreds there in Korea. Okay. I guess I only need to mark these really. So we've got a 6, a 3, and now 4 ones. Okay. 1, 2, 3 hits. Haha. Wow. I also got 3 hits on the 1s, so I guess I shouldn't be complaining about the militia tearing me to shreds, though. I'm still going to. We've got 3 2s, and they will miss. Okay. Korea is taken. So let's bloop on up here. And this 4th Army has, I guess this zone is pretty big. We don't really need the army marker. We've got 3 infantry, a motorized infantry, and a light armor. And this fighter needs to land. He's got 5 movements left. Okay. Next up, Tibet. There we go. Okay, next up is Shantung. This one is going to be crazy. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 2 and a 7 against 8 cavalry, all at 2 as well. So let's see what we get here. Just 1 hit on that first round. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And now he's got 2, 4, 6, 8 at 2. He will respond with 1 hit. Okay. All right, well, I guess let's keep going, huh? So now we've got, we can get these guys out of here. 2, 4, 5 infantry and attack. Ooh, that's 1, 2 hits. My tack is worthless. Tack is absolutely worthless. So 2 hits there. 2, 6, 7. Cavalry at 2. No hits. Unbelievable. He was close. 2 3s. Woo! Yeah, baby. Okay. So he will be down to 5 cavalry. Okay. 2, 4, 5 infantry and attack bomber. Finally, the attack bomber hits, but all my infantry miss for once. So there's 1 hit. He's got 5 cav. And he will get 1 hit. So we'll trade. Absolute bloodbath, but it's kind of important for me to take out these cavalry while they're sitting here because there is like, well, now that he's got the plane, not really, but they have historically been his main attacking force. So now we've got 4 infantry, 4 infantry and a attack bomber. There's 2 hits. Okay, and he's got 4 cav. And they miss. Thank goodness. Okay, so we've got 4 infantry and attack. There's 1 more hit from the attack. He's got 2 cav. Just barely will miss again. And then I've got 4 infantry and attack. They will miss. He's got 1 cav left. It will miss. And there's our final hit on an infantry. His cav will get 1 more and will probably hit. Nope. Wow, okay. Okay. That went pretty well. So we will reclaim Shantung. With 4 infantry in there. Okay. Okay, now we gotta update the incomes. Let's clear out the board here a little bit. Put all that in Alaska. Okay. Starting off with the China, we'll have KMT down to 10, CCP up to 12. Let's do FEC, so Japan down 1, FEC up to 2 for Maharashtra. I've got to do some counting over here. So we lost in Belsky. Southern Ukraine is not worth anything. That's Romania is worth 3. Novosibirsk is worth 3, so there's 6. And then Korea is worth 2. Okay. So Germany will go down 6 to 49. I will go up 6 to 57. Japan down 2 to 25. Up 2 to 59. Gorgeous. Okay. That is it for combat. Let's do some non-combats. This guy's gonna walk up to Lapland. Not much for me to move over here. I used everything in attacks. This guy's gonna walk into Kursk. I guess these guys are gonna split up. Let's rail these guys. And that guy into Smolensk. Okay. Down here, these militia are going to keep on walking into the Donetsk Kuban. Let's walk these 4 guys back. No, let's leave them there. We are going to walk these guys back up, though, pending any more Japanese moves. Okay. This guy is going to fly back to Transcaucasia. These 2 guys are going to fly into Taurida. No, why not put them there? They're going to go into Kiev. It's the same distance. This guy will get railed to... let's put it into Kiev. Okay. What's next? This guy is gonna fly. Oops, let's see if you can see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Transcaucasia. Our plane up here is going to land back in Vladivostok. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, whatever. Let's... I'm going to put him into Central Mongolia. We'll see what's up. Okay. Down here in the CCP, we're going to put TAC Bomber. And yeah, we're going to leave him in Suiwon. We're going to move infantry from Suiwon into Tsinghai. And we're going to move in infantry from, or no, we can move 2 infantry from Chinsi into Hope, leaving us with 6 in there. Okay. That is it for non-combats. Let's place our units. So starting over here in China, we're going to put an infantry and 2 militia into Hope. Or you know what? Let's switch it up from my plan. I'm going to put both infantry into Hope. So that leaves us with 4 infantry over here. We're going to put 1 militia into Hope, and then 3 militia into Shinsi, which brings us up to 11. All right. and then we'll get a recruitment roll. Everything else is going on this side of the planet. So we've got 2 Katyushas into Kiev. So now we've got 2 Katyushas, 2 fighters, and 2 anti-aircraft guns in there. Down here in Transcaucasia, we've got air transport, 2 airborne, and 3 cavalry. So that's what, 6 units there, that's all good. And then around these parts, we've got International Brigade into Moscow, 2 advanced mechs into Smolensk. I was going to do 3 and 3, but we do have to worry about a little bit of a blitz now from Lubelsky, so we're going to put 4 advanced mechs into Kursk and 2 into Leningrad. Okay. That's all of our units. All that's left to do is a recruitment roll and then collect income. So let's see, we're at 10 last turn, we lost 1, gained 2, so we'll be at 11 or less, and that is a 4. So the CCP will get a couple guys. So let's put I think I'm going to put 2 militia into Rihi. No, let's put an infantry into Sweetuan. Just in case he tries any funny business with that fighter. Okay. So the Russians are at a base of 59. Plus 3 for propaganda is 62. I'll text Chris and see if he wants to give me that plus 2 for the Arctic line. So we're just gonna leave it at 62 for now. And then we've got wartime economy, which is 11, holy cow. So that's 73 for the Russians and 14 for the CCP. Cool. I don't have the chips on me right now. This video's already been really long. So 74 for the Russians, or 73 for the Russians, and 14 for the CCP. All right, guys, check out Madman Dan. Look at that mess I just made up there. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. And I'll see you guys next time.